Hey everyone, Randy Van Wingerden here to say Happy Holy Week. I hope that you have been encouraged and inspired as we've been walking together, learning what the scriptures are saying about what we call Holy Week. Well, today is Thursday, so it's Maundy Thursday. Now, when I was a kid, I called it Monday Thursday because I had no idea what that was. If you're a little bit confused and you didn't know that either, don't worry. It's not even a real word. It's an abbreviation. Maundy is just an abbreviation from the Latin word mandatum, which is where we get the term mandate or commandment. And that's what we're focusing on here in the scriptures, is a new mandate, a new commandment from Jesus to his disciples. So in this story, we're with Jesus and his disciples at what we typically call the Last Supper. And Jesus knows at this point he is within hours of everything changing, not just for himself, but for the entire world. And Jesus gives this mandate to his disciples there, and we read that in John. So now I am giving you a new commandment. Love each other. Just as I have loved you, you should love each other. Your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples. Now, two things stand out to me about this passage. Personally, it's a little bit more about the way that Jesus said it. For one, he says, love each other. And then there's a period at the end of that sentence. And then he says, the way I have loved you, that is how you should love each other, period. This is how the world will know that you are my disciples, period. So for me, it's helpful to remember this passage by three key principles: what, how, and why. What I should do: love someone else. How do I do it? We mimic the way that Jesus showed love. Why should I do it? It shows the world that I trust and follow Jesus. Now, the second thing that stands out to me, and honestly this was a surprise to me, I didn't even know this until this week, honestly, is that when Jesus instructed his disciples to love one another, he wasn't generalizing the one another. He wasn't talking about the entire world. No, in fact, he was actually talking about that specific group. He's telling the disciples to love each other within that group, those within that particular group of people. Now, the disciples, they weren't family. Some scriptures, you could argue that they may not have even been friends, but they were partnered alongside Jesus, trying to support what he was establishing, which was the church. So, what can we take away from these passages today? What can we focus on in honor of Maundy Thursday to help us be prepared for Easter? Well, I think, yes, Jesus has called us to love everyone in his creation. You've heard me say it before. If God is your God, then his people are your people. But I want us to focus today on just loving those that might be in just a particular group, to focus down on our immediate community. May not necessarily be our family or our friends, but those that we partner with to achieve a specific goal. Now, that might be your work team, it might be a small group or a Bible study that you're in, or maybe for you it's like the disciples and it's loving your local church. Not the teaching, not the worship, but the people. So today, as we're quickly approaching Easter, a holiday where we are recognizing and celebrating sacrifice, forgiveness, redemption, and hope, let's reflect on how we can love those in our direct community. Maybe you make a phone call. Maybe you send out a text. Maybe when you give that hug, you hold on just a little bit longer. And that grudge that you're holding, maybe you let go just a little bit quicker. And this is how the world will know that we trust, we follow, and we belong to Jesus Christ, the Savior and the hope of this world. So I hope you guys have a great Maundy Thursday, and I look forward to seeing you on our services at Good Friday, and of course on Easter as we celebrate our risen King. Have a great week.